Hi guys, my name is Nisi. Welcome to my channel. Today we'll be making this beautiful vase. It's 22 inches and I'm just so happy with the way it turned out. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to some of my previous DIYs. I made some beautiful vases on my channel. I would like if you could check them out at the end of this video. I'll link all the tutorial to the end of the video so you can check it out. Alright, so let's get started. So for the design on the vase, I'm going to be using dots, and I'll be making the dots with my hot glue sticks. And I'll just use my gold glitter on the dots while they're hot so it can all blend together. And I'm just working on top of a piece of parchment paper. And I'm making my dots from small to large, because I'll be putting my smallest ones at the base of the vase. And this got easier towards the end. I placed like 6-7 of them before I applied my glitter. So I organized all of my sizes together so I can have it even on the 4 sides. And I'll be using these leftover googly eyes also. I had them from a previous project. I just used Mod Podge to apply the glitter to those. So for the frame of the vase, I'll just be using one foam board. And I'm going to be marking 7 inches apart. And I'll be marking the side that is 30 inches. This foam board from the Dollar Tree is 22 by 30. So I flipped it over and I also marked the opposite side. And then I'm going to, for the base, it's going to be skinnier. So I'm just marking 1.5 inch in from that 7 inch. Then I drew my lines and I'm going to be using my X-Acto knife to cut them out. Next, I will use my hot glue to assemble the frame, and 2 pieces are going to be on the inside and 2 will be on the outside. For my base, I placed the frame over a separate piece of foam board, and I just cut out the piece that can fit on the inside of the frame. So now it's time for me to paint the frame, but before I do, I want to use some Mod Podge to create a barrier in case the foam board wants to flip. It might not, because these are small pieces glued together, but I didn't want to take the chance, so I'm just applying 1 layer of my Mod Podge. And I'll be using my acrylic matte paint in black. If you're new to my channel, I just want to give you a warm welcome, and I hope you will join me. It's free. Please subscribe, and if you subscribe, please turn your bell notifications on so you'll get notified every Friday when I upload a new video. And thanks to all my current subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much for keep coming back to show your support. And I'm applying a second coat so it can look very nice. So here I laid out all my beads, and I laid them out by size. So whatever I put on one side, I'll do the same thing for the next side. But I ended up not using all of them. When I got halfway, then I started from the top so I can have the larger ones at the top. When I made my other vase, I remembered I used 15 packs of the googly eyes, so I was estimating the size with that amount that I used for that vase. And then I used 75 glue sticks, which I think I needed like only 40 for this vase. So I ended up with a lot left over. So I'm starting with the googly eyes at the top, and it's not as easy to stick to the paint as the hot glue. So I have to be holding them in place. And I only have 5 of those for each side. And this is the easy part. Applying them was super easy. The toughest part was making the dots. That's it. So for my corners, I'll be using this gold bling wrap, and I'm cutting 4 rows, and I'm just making a slit so I can bend it over the top and the base. So 2 rows will be on each side. And I'm also putting 2 rows on the base. So now to seal in my glitter so they don't fall off, I'm going to be using some Mod Podge, and I'm just using a little bit of water to thin it out. So I'll just apply my Mod Podge on every single one of the dots, and I'm trying to avoid touching that black area because the Mod Podge will make it look glossy, and I want to keep that matte look. So on the inside, I added waste rocks from outside and a piece of recycled foam, and I glued it right on top so I can use my hot glue to hold down my rocks from the Dollar Tree. Just 1 bag. And there you have it, guys. Such a beautiful vase, and cost less than $5 to make this one. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this DIY. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you spending the time here with me. If you have a few more minutes to spare, please click on that little playlist for the rest of my DIY vases. Thank you and take care. Hope to see you next week. Bye bye.